Thanks for joining us here on the Bearcats Sports Network. I'm Scott Cummings. I'm joined by the head coach of the McKendree football team, Mike Babcock, and coach the Bearcats. 0-2 now on the season. A tough loss at the University of Findlay on Saturday, 37-28, but a game where your team really fought to the end, overcame a 20-point first half deficit, nearly came back and won that contest. You got to figure a much better effort from the Bearcats last Saturday.
I thought it was a great attitude and great effort from our football team, something that you really want to see as a coach. Obviously, you want to get the win, but to be able to come back from 20 points down in the first half and get some momentum on both sides of the ball and really be in it all the way to the last play of the game. And it was a lot of fun to be at. It was a great game. Obviously, just didn't get the W.
Coach, Findlay jumped out to a 20-0 lead midway through the second quarter. At that point, it seemed like the switch flipped for the Bearcats, both offensively and defensively. A couple of big 3-and-outs for the McKendree defense late in the first half. Then that score in the final minute of the quarter, sending the Bearcats down 20-7 at the half. And then two quick scores to start the third quarter. You're right in it, a 2-point game, and the Bearcats really seemed to have a lot of momentum at that point.
It was a great turnaround, and we were able to capitalize on some penalties that they had and some big plays that we had done offensively and defensively. And with the quick score before halftime, get that momentum going into halftime. And then third quarter, I felt was really our type of game. Really, challenged the guys and really kind of came back strong and made it to a 2-point game. Early on in the third quarter. So a lot of good things on both sides of the ball. We just got to find a way to be able to do it for 4 quarters.
And even down in the closing minutes, Findlay was up 9. McKendree had the ball driving deep into Findlay territory. A sack ends the drive that really ends the Bearcats' last threat. But like I said, even though up until that last final drive, the Bearcats fighting and clawing all the way, and a lot of effort, a lot of heart shown by the Bearcats last Saturday.
I mean, even the last drive offensively, our offense drove the ball, at least 50 yards all the way downfield, and it ended up being 4th and 15, and our quarterback's trying to make a play and just holding it on just a little bit too long, and ends up getting a sack and getting out of there, and that ends it. So, like I said, both teams I thought played hard, played physical the entire game, so it was hard-fought game.
Lots of bright spots on both sides of the ball. Dwayne Gotti, 7 catches, 165 yards, 2 touchdowns, including 3 spectacular grabs, 1 on a touchdown reception. Defensively, you look at A.J. Wentland, Alec Gertis, plugging up the middle from their linebacker spots, each with 11 tackles. To talk about some of the solid individual performances we had on Saturday.
Offensively, we were able to come up with some big plays, and Dwayne was able to do that. Had a great day. They were playing man-to-man coverage almost the entire game, and finally, end of the second quarter, all the way into the second half, we were able to come up with those big plays, and I thought Dwayne had a heck of a game. Even Tyler Brewer had his first touchdown reception as well in the third quarter, so some great offensive performances by our wide receivers and quarterback. Defensively, I thought A.J. Wentland, Alec Gertis did a real nice job at linebacker. It's difficult when you lose your senior starter captain in Bryce Colvin for the game, but those two guys stepped up and did a tremendous job out there for our defense, came up with some big plays when we needed it, and hopefully that can carry over for next couple weeks.
Bearcats had a 7.5-hour trip to Findlay last Saturday. The trip a bit longer this Saturday when McKendree heads to Midland, Michigan to take on Northwood University, a 10-hour bus ride. On the way to Michigan, the Bearcats will break it up a little bit, have a workout in northern Illinois on Friday. Northwood, a team coming in 0-2 on the season, a common opponent with McKendree already this season, Ferris State. Their last game this past Saturday, a 27-7 loss to the Bulldogs of Ferris State.
Yep. So Northwood is a very good football team. Their record may not show it, but watching film, they are a very good opponent, and it's going to be another great test. For our guys. We're not slacking off in this non-conference schedule, and we wanted to make this a business trip. Even though it's a long trip, we're trying to get in the mindset of it doesn't matter. You can control what you control, and the long bus ride we can't control. So we're going to try and go out there and give it our all on Saturday against the Timberwolves.
More importantly, as you touched, this is a non-conference game, the final non-conference game for the Bearcats before heading into GLVC play next Saturday night against St. Joseph's College. What kinds of things are you looking for out of your squad as they prepare for the GLVC slate?
I really want them to start executing at a high level. I want them to eliminate the mistakes. A mistake that was made in game 1, game 2, I want it eliminated by the time we finish up this game, because I want us rolling and have a high-powered offense, high-powered defense. Right off the bat as soon as we get into GOVC play next week. So hopefully we can remain injury-free as well. Try and get some of our starters back healthy and full speed as well, and get ready to go for the next 7 weeks.
Coach, thanks for joining us. Good luck on Saturday up at Northwood.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Scott.
Don't forget, Saturday's game will be broadcast live on the Bearcats Sports Network at mckbearcats.com/watch. The pregame show will start at 11:30 a.m. Central Time with kickoff at noon Central. And don't forget to follow us all season long on mckbearcats.com.